Okay, so Assalamu alaikum everyone to SM Public Academy Campus 5, and as you all know, I am your English teacher, Mrs. Sabah Arif, and today we will be having an English language class, okay? Because there are many topics that we need to revise for the midterms, so we will start, the revision slowly and gradually. And the first topic that I have chosen today to be, revised with you people is all types of sentences, tenses and voices. Okay, because as you all know that you took the test this week, the ones who are coming to school, you took the revision test, and you know that your tenses are quite weak, and especially the voices. I don't think you people are doing that good, so I think we need a thorough revision of both of these topics, because definitely if you don't revise the tenses well, then you cannot attempt the translations and other things related to the uh, tenses. So it's better that we revise the tenses. We keep on revising them. Definitely, whenever I'll get time during the class, also I will make sure that we revise the tenses, and we are also going to revise the voices today, because definitely we haven't revised the voices yet. So it will be something we did in August, and I think most of you have forgotten. So let's just have a revision of these topics today. Okay, so what is a tense? As you all know, a tense denotes the time of action as well as the state. Okay, that means a tense is actually referring to the time when something is happening. Okay, whether it has happened, whether it is happening, or whether it will happen. Okay, these are the three different times when something can happen. Definitely, if it has happened, then it's going to be the past tense. Okay, so there are three types of tenses: present, past, and future. Now if I talk about the present tense, we all know present tense is always something that is in the present. Okay, a present tense is used to refer to actions or states which are true at the present moment. Okay, now this is one thing when the present tense apply, but a present tense is also applicable. Now please listen to me very carefully. When we are describing a habitual action or those which take place on regular basis, okay, then also we use a present tense. Then if we come to the past tense, a past tense is used to express actions or states which took place or existed at some time in the past. Okay, that means something that is not happening right now, but it has happened in the past. Okay, so in the future tense is definitely something that has not happened yet. It will be happening in the future, or maybe it is planned to happen in the future. Okay, so these are the three types of tenses that we have. And let's look at the tenses rule, how we form the tenses. The sentences, actually the sentence structure. We have the subject and the object here. Okay, let's have okay, yeah, we have the subject and the object. Okay, now when we have the subject, we in the present tense, first of all, in the simple form, that is the indefinite form. Okay, you all know simple form is the indefinite form. Okay, the first form is used with s or es. Okay, that means if it's singular person, we use es, and if it's a plural, we only use s. Okay, how? Let's look here. Let me give you an example. Listen to me very carefully. Okay, so he drives to work. So definitely he is my singular person, so I'm going to use es. He drives to work. Or uh, they they work 6 days a week. So it's days, so I'm only putting s. Okay, then coming to the progressive form of the present tense. First we'll discuss the present, then we'll move to the past. So in the present tense, it's one of the auxiliaries that is used, that is am, is, or are, with the first form of the verb with the ing. Now, please, students, I am only revising these tenses with you because I wonder you people are not actually remembering the rules for making these sentences, or the structure of the sentences is, like somewhere fading away in your mind, because when you are translating, you are not actually translating is as per the tense rules. You're not following the, the structure, basic structure. So that's why if you have a progressive tense or a continuous tense, progressive tense is also a continuous tense. So in the present tense, you always have the first form with the ing. Please make sure. Then in the perfect form, now this is where most of you people make mistakes, that you don't know where you have to put have and where you have to put has. Now I don't understand why this is not clear to you people as yet, because this is quite simple. The present perfect tense of a verb is formed when have or has is used with the past participle, that is the third form of the verb. Okay, now if it's I or we, then I'm going to use have. Okay, I, we, they, it's all the use have. And if it is she, he, or a name of a person, then we use has. Okay, like I have sat here for an hour. Okay, because it's I, so I'm going to use have. But if it is like suppose some one person, then I will say she teaches in the school. So then again it's has. She has taught in this school. Okay, she has. She has taught in the school. I have taught in this school. Understanding the difference, with I, we, and they we use have, and with she, he, it, or the name of the person we use has. Okay. Now coming to the perfect progressive form, or the perfect continuous tense, what we call, it's have or has again with the been. Now you people usually forget to put the been. Why? I don't understand, because been is like a compulsory when you're making a perfect continuous tense. Okay, and then the first form of the verb with the ing. Make sure, because it's a progressive or a continuous tense, we always put ing at the end. Okay, now coming to the past tense, again the second form is used. Very simple past tense is, I think, the most simplest form, because we don't have a lot of tricks in it. Only the second form is used. Like suppose if it's do, so it's did. If it's go, so it's went. So these are the things that we use in the past tense. Okay. Then if it's a progressive form, we use this, and progressive form is used to describe an action in progress at a particular time in the past. Okay, wo khana kha raha tha. Okay, that means he was eating the dinner, he was taking the dinner. Okay, that means it was something that happened in the past continuously, but now it has stopped. So in the past continuous tense, we use was or were with the first form and the ing. Okay, now again we use was with he, she, it, and were with I and they and we. Okay, then the perfect form. Perfect form is so simple, because it's only had with the third form. Whether it's I, we, he, she, it's always with the had. Now the past progressive form has always had been with the first form and ing. Again, there is no confusion for have and has. It's very simple. Had been with the first form of the verb and ing. Future. Now, in future tense, I don't understand why you people forget to put will and shall, because this is the first identification. If it's a future tense, it has to have a will or a shall. I mean, it's important. It cannot work without a will or a shall. With the first form of the verb always. Then the progressive form or the continuous form will be will be. Okay, again, a be is added with the will with the first form of the verb and ing. Okay, so make sure you always put a be with a will in the progressive tense. Then the future perfect form, we have will have with the third form. Now again, it's very simple. There is no confusion here. We always have will and have. It cannot be will has. It will always be will have. Okay. And again, the future continuous tense will be will have been and the first form with ing. Okay. So it's very simple. Let's move on. Let's look at these sentences in present tense. The present tense or the simple present tense will be I prefer my coffee black. The negative will be I don't. Now, please, I doesn't. Don't write I doesn't, because there is no such, grammar where you use I doesn't. It's always I don't. Okay. I don't prefer my coffee black. Do I prefer my coffee black? So these are the three types that you will be having, and make sure you know how to change a sentence into the positive or the affirmative sense, negative, and the question or the interrogative form. Okay, because this is something you people have done. It can be included in the midterms. It's very easy if you have to change a sentence into affirmative or into negative or into interrogative. If whatever tense it is, it can always be changed into negative and interrogative, and definitely affirmative if it is already in negative. Okay, so she is listening the music now. She is not. That means now with the she I use is. Okay, is she listening to the music now? Then the perfect tense will be it has rained a lot lately. Now we always use has. It has not rained a lot lately. Has it rained a lot lately? Okay, she has been singing a song. She has not been singing a song. Has she been singing a song? Now you see, you put has first and then you put the subject and then you put been, okay, with the singing. This is how you change into the interrogative form. Kindly have a look so that we can move forward. Okay, the simple past tense or the for the past tense, we watched the news last night. That is, this is something that has happened. Okay, an event that has happened. We did not know. With we always use did. We did not watch the news last night. Did we watch the news last night? The past continuous will be I was learning German last year. I was not learning German last year. Was I learning German last year? Now see, with I'm using was, okay? But as they, it will be were. He had left when I went to the club. He had not left when I went to the club. Had he left when I went to the club? Okay, so is this clear? The perfect that is always had with the third form of the verb. Okay, the past perfect continuous, they had been playing since morning. They had not been playing since morning. Had they been playing since morning? Okay, so it's always had with the been. Okay, okay, the future tense. Future simple, they will study maths, they will not study math, or will they study math? Okay, this is very simple. Now, the continuous will be they will be loving you, they will not be loving you, will they be loving you? Okay, and then the future perfect. Now, this is the tricky one. By next week, they will have earned lots of money. Okay, it's a will with a have and the third form of the verb. By next week, they will not have earned lots of money. Will they have earned lots of money by next week? Okay. And the future perfect continuous tense, that is the last tense of the 12. I will have been shopping on Tuesday. Now it's a will with a have and a been and the first form of the verb with the ing. Okay. I will not have been shopping on Tuesday. Will I have been shopping on Tuesday? Okay. So I think the tenses are clear to you people. Any questions regarding the tenses, please let me know right now. Again, this is a chart which you can refer to or which you can see if you open the online lecture again, and if you want to go through the tenses, like how the tense is changing. It's if now here the past one is first and simple. It's did, do, will do. Was doing, am doing, will be doing. I had done, I have done, I will have done. Had been doing, have been doing, and will have been doing. Okay, this is how we change. Only the thing that usually changes is the have and the had. Okay, and if it is like the auxiliary am, then it will be definitely was and will be. Okay. So let's have a look at these sentences. We have known our neighbors for a long time. Now, which tense is this? Can you people tell me in the chat box? Which tense is this? Yes, Romesa, is and is not our same bitte. Now, can you people reply me in the chat box? Which tense is the first one? I have known, oh, sorry, we have known our neighbors for a long time. Yes, it is a present perfect tense, okay? What tense? Present perfect. Now, the second one. Nadia has been taking driving lessons regularly. Nadia has been taking driving lessons regularly. What tense is this? And you see, I can always give you a sentence and I can ask you to change the tense. So if you change the tense, you have to make sure that you have the subject and the verb agreement always, okay? And it's always in a proper manner. It is, changed with all the necessary conditions are fulfilled when you are changing. Okay, the second one is present perfect continuous. Very good. Okay, I have only three students answering. Where are the rest of you? Come on. Grandma was watching her favorite program on television. So which tense is the C one? Part C is which tense? Exactly. It is past continuous tense. Okay. Now D. 3 days from now, my mother will be sitting in her new office. D is which tense? D is the Thank you, Hamza Mushtaba. It is the future continuous tense. Okay. Thank you, Shiza. Thank you, Zamu. Okay. Thank you, Muniba. So, E. My children prefer to play outdoor games. My children prefer to play outdoor games. Yes, it's simple present tense. Okay. There is no trick into it. It's a very simple present or the present indefinite tense. Okay. Okay, the last one. Do you think the contractor will have completed the basement of this house by next week? It's future perfect continuous. Exactly. It's not continuous, it's only future perfect. Hamza Mustafa, it's only future perfect, beta. It's not continuous because it doesn't have an ing, okay? And doesn't have a been. So it's future perfect only, okay? So now you can have a look here. Which tenses are these? Okay, so let's move on, I think. Now, the second topic that we have is voices, okay, for today. So, we have the another topic, voices. Those of you who have joined us late, let me tell you that we are doing two topics today. We are supposed to complete two topics revision, that is tenses, which we first did. And the second topic that we have today is voices, okay? And voices, we haven't, started in the class, the revision. We'll be doing it, inshallah, in the coming week. So, here I'm just telling you the basic rules, the revision of the basic rules, because we did this topic back in August, and I think it's almost 4 months or 3 months that we have, like done this. So most of you must have forgotten the basic rules. So I'll be working on the basic rules today, and then inshallah in the class or during the class we'll be having the sentences for changing the active voice to the passive voice. Okay. So what is a voice? First of all, a voice of a verb tells whether the subject of the sentence performs or receives the action. Basically, in the active voice, the subject is actually performing the action. Okay, the action is being performed by the subject. That means the subject is the highlight of the sentence. Whereas in the passive voice, the situation changes and the subject receives the action from the object. Okay, that is, now the object becomes more highlighted and the subject is receiving the action. Okay, say for example, birds build nests. So here birds is my subject and it is actually performing the action, that is, it is building the nests. Okay, whereas in the passive voice, it's going to be nests are built by birds. That means now nests is my highlight and birds are receiving the action. Okay, getting it? So this is the basically the active and the passive voice, and the difference, let's see. Now the rules of conversion from active to passive voice. If you have a notebook with you right now or any rough copy, please write down these rules because they are very, very, very important. Okay. So first thing that you need to understand is when you are changing an active voice to a passive voice, number one, identify the subject, the verb, and the object. That is the S and the V and the O. If you don't know what is the subject, what is the verb, and what is the object, then definitely you cannot change it. Okay? Because if you don't know if whether the action is being performed or it is being received, then how will you change the voice? So the basic rule is identify the subject, the verb, and the object. Then the second rule, change the object into subject. That is, you interchange the places. If it's birds build nests, so definitely the object is nest. So now the nest is going to come into the front. It's going to interchange the position with the subject. Okay, the object comes first and the subject goes in the last. It's interchanging the positions. The third point, put the suitable helping verb or auxiliary verb. Now, this is very important, children, that you recognize which auxiliary is supposed to be put where, okay? Whether it's a simple present tense or it's a perfect tense or it's a continuous tense, because we have different auxiliaries for each and every set of tense, okay, which we need to put definitely when we are changing an active voice into a passive voice, okay? Then the fourth point, change the verb into past participle of the verb. That is the third form of the verb. The verb in the passive voice is always and always and always in the third form. Please make sure, and again, as I always tell you, work on the forms of the verb, because you people have horrible, verb forms. I mean, I still see you people translating catch into catched, and like, and yeah, the spilt in the Merchant of Venice, spilt, spilt. That is the second form for spill, spill. There is no such word as spill and split. Those are two different words, okay? So please work on the verb forms because that is very important. Okay, the fifth point, add the preposition by. So whenever you are changing an active voice into a passive voice, most important thing is that you add the preposition by here. Okay, by is always added. And then the last point, you change the subject into object. That is, the subject and the object, they're interchanging the positions with each other. Okay, they're always switching the place from one to another. So if the it's beginning with the object, you put it the subject to the front, and if it's beginning with the subject, you put the object to the front first. Okay, so these are the 6 rules. Please write them somewhere or have them, take a screenshot with your mobile or anything so that you remember them. Take a picture, please, because this is very important. Because when you are doing the active and the passive, you need to satisfy all the rules so that it's correct. Then the changes of pronoun. Now this is, you people need to remember that I is always changed into me, we is always changed into us, you remains you, he changes into him, she changes into her, it remains it, and they changes into them. Okay. So please again have this also. I'm giving you a minute if you want to copy it. Please write it down somewhere. This is very important that you have it with you. Okay. So please write it down somewhere in a rough copy or in the backside of your grammar copy, that these are the changes in pronoun. And you know what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun, instead of the name of the noun. The word that we put is a pronoun. Okay, shall we move forward? I'm giving you a minute, write it down. Okay, thank you. So you guys are done. Let me move forward. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at the present tense and the active voice and the passive voice. Now, the passive voice don't have the last, endings to it. I'll tell you what it is. Simple present, she delivers the letter. So the passive voice will be the letters are delivered by her. Okay, the letters are delivered by her. She delivered the letters. The letters were delivered by her. Okay. Now it's are delivered, it's were delivered. See, now she will deliver the letters will be delivered by her. So see, it's are delivered, were delivered, and will be delivered. This is the difference in the present, past, and future simple tenses. Okay, now let's you move to the continuous forms. She is delivering the letters. The letters are being delivered by her. Now, see, the auxiliaries are used are being. Okay, the auxiliary that will be used is being if it is a continuous tense. She was delivering the letters were being delivered by her. Okay, so the letters were being, now again we have the auxiliary being with the were. Okay, were being. She is going to deliver the letters. Now this is the future continuous tense. Okay, the letters are going to be delivered by her. Okay, so first of all, is this changed into are. Going remains going because that is the continuous tense. And to be, that is, again I'm putting a be here because that is my auxiliary. And delivered, that is the third form of the verb. Okay, so the letters are going to be delivered by her. Okay, I've not added a by here in all these because that is very simple, you people need to know that. Okay, present perfect. She has delivered the letters. Now, this is what you need to understand. If it is she and is a has, then when we change the voice, it becomes the letters have been delivered by her. Please don't write the letters has been because it cannot be the letters has been. The letters have been delivered by her. Okay, and if it was only a letter, that means she has delivered the letter. Then it's going to be the letter has been, okay? Because if it's a singular here, then we put a has. But now it's letters, so we are going to put have, okay? She had delivered the letters, that is the past perfect tense. The letters had been delivered by her. Okay. Now, one thing, why I don't have some of the tenses here, because they cannot be changed. That is the past perfect continuous tense, the future perfect, and the future perfect continuous tenses. They cannot be changed. Remember that, okay? If there is a sentence that is in any of those tenses which are not mentioned here, that means they cannot be changed. And to have a more clear picture of the voices, you can always refer to the voices lecture that is on YouTube, that you have the link in your Google Classroom. And in that lecture, it is mentioned more comprehensively. Okay, I have given it more clearly. I have mentioned very many examples over there. So if you have any confusion regarding the voices, make sure you refer to the lectures. And I think it will be better for you people to revise each topic by looking at the lecture. Go through the lectures, the past lectures that I have had with you, or any other teacher has I've had with you, and revise the topic with that. Because definitely in the lectures, when we are giving one lecture on one topic, then definitely we add a lot of information. We put a lot of slides. We add a lot of examples. We add a lot of uh, every kind of possibility in it. So if you go through the lecture, you will have a very concise and comprehensive look at that lecture on that topic. Okay, I would suggest you people to please go through the lectures for the revision of each and every individual topic, because that is very important. And you people now have such a easy thing that you can always refer to the lectures. You can go back and refer. Okay, infinitive. Now, she has to deliver the letters. The letters have to be delivered. Okay, that means she has to deliver the letter. The letter has to be delivered. She has to deliver, letters have to be delivered by her. Okay, and the models, she must deliver the letter. The letter must be delivered by her. Okay, now if it's a must, so it will be must with the be. Now the auxiliary will be be. Okay, so is this clear? Any questions? Okay, let's try these sentences and I want everyone to answer me. The first one, children like chocolates. Answer me in the chat box. What is going to be the answer for the first one? Children like chocolates. Yes, Maida, are you there? Can you answer me? Okay, exactly. Children like chocolates. Chocolates are liked by children. Very good. Children are painting pictures. Hamza Mushtaba, can you answer me? Children are painting pictures. Pictures are being painted by children. Exactly, very good. Okay, the third one. Let's come to the third one. Someone has stolen my pen. Now, which tense is this? First of all, recognize the tense and then do it. It has stolen, that means it is a perfect tense, okay? Present perfect tense. So, someone has stolen my pen. My pen has been stolen by someone. Exactly. Very good. Okay, the next one. The policeman caught the burglar. So this is a simple past tense. Okay, a very simple past tense. So there will be no auxiliaries added to it. The policeman caught the burglar. Number 4. Exactly. Very good, Shiza. Shiza is very active. Where are the rest of you? Hurry up. Come on, answer me. The burglar was caught by the policeman. Exactly. Okay, thank you, children. Okay, the fifth one. She was writing a story. Now, this is which tense? This is a past continuous tense. Okay, she was writing a story. Exactly, Maniba, you are right. Okay, Roharshad, you are there. Good. A story was being written by her. Exactly. Now, my auxiliary is being. Okay, was being written by her. 6-1. They had won the game. Which tense is this? This is a past perfect tense, okay? Had and won. So they had won the game. Very good, Muniba. Very good, Shiza. Good, Hamza Mustafa. Okay, thank you, Bilal. Okay, so they had won the game. The game had been won by them. Okay, so again, see now again, you see they is changed into them, and my auxiliary is been here. Okay, the game had been won by them. Okay, the next one, the government will pardon him. Now, which tense is this? First of all, this is the future indefinite tense or the simple future tense. So come on, give me the answer. The government will pardon him. Come on, hurry up. Exactly. The government will pardon him. He will be pardoned by the government. Okay. Okay, the eighth one. This is a little tricky. Has anyone seen the postman? Okay, first of all, it's not going to be pardon. It's when the seventh one, let's go get back to the seventh one. The government will pardon him. He will be pardoned. Pardoned. Pardoned by the government. Okay. So make sure you are giving the correct answer. He will be pardoned. The Pardoned. Pardoned. Okay. Okay. Eighth one. Has anyone seen the postman? Has anyone seen the postman? Come on, who's going to change this? Hurry up. Okay, it's not going to be being, it's going to be been because with has we use been. Our auxiliary, remember, is been, B-E-E-N, been. It's not being. Being is used in a continuous tense. Yes, has the postman been seen by anyone? Okay. Has the postman been seen by anyone? No, it's not going to be have been there, it will remain has. Okay, the ninth one. Did the watchman catch the thief? Did the watchman catch the thief? Did the postman or did the watchman catch the thief? Did the watchman catch the thief? Hurry up. Come on. Okay, I have a variety of answers here now from people. Some people think it's going to be the thief was caught by a watchman. Some people think it's going to be did the thief was caught by a watchman. Okay. Did the watchman catch the thief? Any other answers? Did the thief was caught by a watchman? Okay, I have all the varieties here. Now see, I told you these last three are a little tricky ones. Did the watchman catch the thief? Was the thief caught by the watchman? Okay, was the thief caught by the watchman? See, again, I'm telling you something. If it is interrogative, it will remain interrogative. Okay, and it's not going to begin with did, it's going to begin with was. Okay, the 10th one. Will the postman deliver the letters? Will the postman deliver the letters? Yes, Falia, you are right. Okay, Hamza Mushtaba, so you are the next one. What is it? Will the postman deliver the letters? Will the letters be delivered? Again, it's going to be the third form. Will, why did change into was? Because that is the rule of the active and the passive. Did cannot remain did. It has to change into was. Now these are the answers. If anybody has any query or if you missed any of the answers, you can have them here. So I hope the lecture is clear to you people. Any question, any query that you have regarding today's lecture, write it down in your homework diary or anywhere that you can remember, and you can ask me on Monday or Wednesday whenever you have a class with me, okay? I hope everything is clear to everyone. Any questions, I again repeat that write it somewhere, go to the lecture again, write it somewhere, and we can discuss it on in the class during the class, okay, on Monday or Wednesday whenever we have a class. So take